Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm so happy you decided to stop in today because today I am taking you with me to my closet to show you what a mess I've got, but also how I'm going to organize it and make it a whole lot better. I have tried to organize it a couple times before. You know, you really have to work with your lazy habits and find what works for you, what organization system, in order for you to actually keep up a clean and tidy space. So there were a couple things that I missed last time that haven't been working for me that well. So that's what I'm doing today, is I'm going through again now that I've learned more about my own habits, and I'm going to make it work a lot better for us. Be sure to subscribe if you like these kind of videos because I've got a lot more coming. Alright, well, without talking any further, let me take you with me and let's get to work on our closet. So here we are at my closet. This is the before, and I have to say my husband's side is not near as bad as mine, I'm ashamed to say. As you can see, my scarves are just sort of thrown in here. Clothes are balled up. And I just wanted to give you just a little quick tour of the before so you'll be able to compare it to the end result. Here I've got a whole bunch of belts. I know I need to get rid of some of those, and I definitely need to do the laundry. Now this is the worst section of all. This is where I've been just sort of throwing my clothes, and yeah, I really need to work on this area and make it work with my habits instead of turning into a giant mess like it is. So yeah, so that little section is quite the transformation at the end. I figured out a much better way to use that area. So my husband and I are starting by literally emptying the entire closet onto our bed, and then we're just going through piece by piece, thinking about it and deciding, like the KonMari method teaches, which item brings us joy and which one doesn't. So if you're going through your closet and you're not sure what to get rid of, that's a great little trick. You know, look at it and think about, do I love wearing this outfit? How do I feel about it? Do you feel great about it? Do you wish you wouldn't have bought it? If so, then it might be time to give it away to someone who really will appreciate it. So that's exactly what we're trying to go through and do here. We literally touched every single piece of clothing.
If I could hear my father's voice, he would tell me to move on. He would say I'll be just fine. Yeah, he would tell me we have time, time to laugh and time to heal.
That dress right there that I was just holding up is actually the dress that I wore on our very first date. Actually, the very first day we met each other. So I have to say I do struggle with being sentimental, so I definitely was keeping it just for that reason. If y'all would like to see more of these types of cleaning videos, let me know by giving this video a thumbs up. It really does help me out a lot to know what you enjoy watching. And of course, I hope you'll consider subscribing to stick around for more. I do a lot of videos just like this, as well as other cleaning motivational videos. I also have a Walmart fall fashion haul coming up. And I recently went to Walmart because I was getting a little sparse on my fall/winter clothes, and I'm super excited to show you some budget items I got for my wardrobe because they're still in the store right now, so I hope I can give you some fashionable and cute ideas yet comfy outfits that you can throw together without much thought at all. So stay tuned for that video. It will be my very next video. And you might be surprised, but you can really find some cute stuff at Walmart now. They've got a whole new clothing line now, and there are some really cute pieces. This was also such a sweet bonding time with my husband, just talking about the memories and where we got these pieces of clothes and things like that, and just actually appreciating it. And yeah, it was kind of a fun time, and I'm really grateful that I've got someone who is willing to do this with me. You see there? What is it? What is it? Are you helping us? Are you helping us? Are you helping us? You want to show everyone the clothes we're giving away? Right over here. And this is what all we ended up giving away. It ended up filling up several large trash bags that we took to Goodwill. Now I'm back in the closet and I'm just reorganizing my boots here on the top shelf. And then for my closet, I've hung everything back up that I'm keeping right now, and I try to categorize it into one section being my dresses, at the very back being the clothes I hardly ever wear, and then in the middle section I separated out all of my cardigans and pull-on sweaters, and then in the front I separated out all of my shirts. I know it can be really hard to part with clothes you've held on to for such a long time, but I encourage you to go through your closet and really think about what you're actually using, because it's sort of like this weight that lifts off your shoulders when you actually give this stuff away to people who will use it.
Yesterday there was sun and there was rain, beauty in the mundane, and as the light.
So this is the end result, and if you stick around, I'm going to go ahead and give you a little tour and explain how I organized everything.
And now there's something in the air and a sparkly shimmer on our skin, restoring everything within. Dreamy, breezy we go, easy, easy on our tiptoes, undercover agents of the other.
And I'll just take you through with how I organized everything. On the top shelf, I left all of this the same because that was working fine. These are like my bathing suits and just less worn items that I need to grab only every once in a while. My sun hat. I left all of my boots up here, but I just put them in order.
As willows align, we lose track of time.
I was able to clear out enough clothes to pretty much clear out half of the pole there. And then how I have my closet arranged is I have all of my dresses in the back. I group together all of my sweaters and cardigans. Grouped together here in the front, easier to reach for, are all of my sweaters and shirts. Down here I just have a few of the like shorter items that I can hang at the bottom. So I just have a skirt and a little like vest. And then over here, you may remember this area was so messed up. I have all of my jeans and my pants just rolled up in this little cloth basket. So they're easy to reach for, and when I need to take them off, I can just roll them right back and throw them in here. I feel like that should help me from just piling everything right there. In this little drawer system, I've just got like socks and underwear, and yeah, that's pretty much all I've got in there. And then here we still have the 3 basket system for the laundry, or actually 4, and that actually works really well because this is all of our bath towels, this is the clothes that we wash on hot, so like underwear and socks, and then this is the darks and clothes that get washed on cold, and this is all of our light like white shirts or t-shirts that need to be washed on cold. I find it a lot easier just to grab without having to do any sorting when it comes time to doing laundry. Alright, I'll show you what I have over here. Not a whole lot has changed with the first 2 shelves. Actually, nothing has changed. I still have my little purses or handbags right here, and then in here I've got jewelry. My husband actually got me this for Christmas one year because he said she reminded him of me. And just a little farm girl because I grew up on a farm, so he said this reminded him of me, and I just love it because that's pretty much how I love dressing, with like a flannel, some jeans, and some tall boots. Yeah, so when I was younger, I definitely wanted to collect Barbies, and I used to sew Barbie clothes and actually sell them on eBay. Just a little side note. Okay, and then in this little drawer here is where I keep all of my hairpins, like my bows or flowers. Up on the top, I have my headbands. And then the bottom drawer doesn't really have anything. It's pretty empty, except for this pretty mirror that my grandma gave me. Moving down here, I bought these little pull-out drawers that are cloth from the Dollar Tree. I mean, you can't beat that, $1, right? And this is where I store all of my pajamas in. And then over here, I got all of my scarves, and I rolled them up so I can see what I have. And then moving down here to the next shelf, I've got my tank tops. So for layering, looks pretty sparse, but I actually have a few more in the wash, so that's why. And then over here, I have all of my workout clothes. Down here I did get rid of a whole bunch of belts. This used to be a lot more full and I never wore them all. I would like to get more belts, but this is all that I actually like out of what I had. And then like I said, this is for our whites, and that's empty thankfully right now because I already did the laundry. And then I'll go ahead and flip around here before I get to my husband's side, and I want to show you that behind the door I have this little shelf, and here is where I keep all of my shoes. These are like flip-flops and sandal types. On the top shelf, this is all my sneakers and my more dressy shoes, and then my running shoes down there. So this little thing has worked out great, and this is amazing. This shelf fits right behind the door, so it's completely out of the way. And I actually got this shelf when we were living in our other house, our first little starter house, and we didn't have a lot of room, so I used this as like a pantry because we didn't have a pantry. So I actually got this to fit between the wall and the refrigerator, and it would just pull out because it's got little wheels, and it was just perfect, and I could store canned goods or whatever foods I wanted to. It was so perfect for that. And when I got to this house, we had a lot more space, and I thought, what in the world will I use it for? And I ended up using it for my shoes. I've got it secured with some elastic here and like a commando hook there, and the elastic is hooked onto it. It's one of those Christmas tree light commando hooks. Now let me show you my husband's side. Up here are the lesser used items. These are like long johns, and these are his workout clothes, so he can just reach for these whenever he needs them, but they don't need to be readily available all the time. He's just got, I think, some shoes, his dress shoes stored in these boxes, but we didn't touch those. Over here, he's got his more dressy clothes and his slacks back here that he doesn't need on an everyday basis, so they're tucked in the back. All of his ties are hanging here. And then he got rid of so much stuff because this was, I feel like, really packed. I feel like he got rid of more than me. Here are all his more like button-down shirts that he has for everyday use, and then also some polo shirts right here. And that is pretty much all he's got for clothes. And then I have had this hanging shelf forever. I believe I got it from Walmart years ago, and this is where we are keeping all of his hats. And then down here are where his shoes and boots are, and this has worked really well because before they were kind of just laying everywhere and I was stepping over them whenever I needed to walk in the closet. I got these shelves, I believe, in the kitchen aisle at Walmart. I don't really remember, but I think that's where I got them, and I just kind of overlapped them. I got, like, how many did I get? 4, I think. Yeah. So yeah, that is pretty much what the closet looks like right now. So it's ready for some new fall clothes to go in here, and I actually have a haul coming up, so stay tuned for that because it should be coming up pretty soon. Probably in my next video I'm going to show you a budget fall fashion haul video. Alright, well that was it for today. I hope you got a lot out of this video. Honestly, it was a lot more overwhelming in my mind than it was actually to just get in there and get to work and do it. So I hope that you find that to be true for your own closet if you're needing to tidy up. If you're new to my channel, I would love to have you subscribe. I do a lot of lifestyle videos, including cleaning motivation. So if you really like that sort of content, I'd love to have you here. Well, I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you really soon in my next video. Bye!